After being taken to school by her driver, we get to know that she is everyone's favorite in school. She was able to draw everyone's attention except one boy, Shadow, our main character. When Akane goes up to Shadow and wishes him Ohio, he calls her by a different name. Shadow keeps getting her name wrong. Even after being 3 months of benchmates, he didn't recognize her name. And this thing really pisses off Akane. One day after school, Akane's driver neither shows up nor answers her call. So then she decided to go home by herself. In the middle of the road, she got caught by two men. They kidnaps her and take her to an old factory. Shadow was watching all of this and he decides to come and save Akane by wearing his monkey cap. One of the guy tried to do something naughty with Akane and suddenly Shadow jumps from the roof. Shadow without any difficulty beats the shit out of both of the guys. Seeing Shadow coming towards her, Akane got a little bit of scared. But at the end, Shadow only cut off her rope. When everything was okay, Akane's father calls the police and tells them to suppress the kidnapping. And at the end, Akane never knew who saved her. When Akane went to school after that incident, Shadow calls her name correctly for the first time. And after that day, they never saw each other again. After a few days later, we found out that Shadow is dead. And when he gets his consciousness back, he was isekai'd to another world. Shadow is reincarnated in a noble family which help him to see the world more freely. In his family, every generation has a special sword using ability. As we see Shadow's sister, her name is Clear and she is very talented, like Shadow. But Shadow actually suppresses his power. He always goes to another town to kill bandits at night to improve himself. After killing the bandits, Shadow takes all their resources from them. When Shadow sees a devil-possessed piece of flesh, he takes that thing to an old house and start experimenting on it. One day he broke the devil curse on the piece of flesh. A beautiful girl came out from it. And Shadow tells her that he is the one who broke the curse, and also tells her that the person who put curse on her is Diablo. Shadow sees that this girl is burning for a brutal revenge. Seeing his chance, he tells that he will make an army to kill Diablo's followers, and he also names this girl Alpha. And we also saw that Alpha devotes her life to Shadow, which I don't care about. After 3 years, Shadow's sister turns 15, and now she has to go for studies in capital. But suddenly we get the news that Clear went missing. Shadow then starts an operation to rescue her. And also we get to know that in past 3 years, Alpha recruits 5 new team members to Shadow organization. Shadow suspects that all of this is done by Diablo's followers. Shadow suddenly calls all his members and tells them to start looking for Clear. He throws a dart on map which shows that his scouting skills are amazing. We now see that Shadow's sister is in prison with the kidnapper. Kidnapper thinks that why she is not converting into rotten flesh, because everyone who is in the prison and is a prisoner automatically converts into rotten flesh. Claire tried to fight them, but she is no match for them. Then one of his subordinates tells them all the guards has been killed by 6 women. And suddenly, Alpha shows up. Kidnapper tries to fight with Alpha, but he is no match for her. And he suddenly swallows some kind of red pill and gets immense power. He started to run away, but at the end of hallway, Shadow was waiting for him. And the fight begins between the Shadow and the Kidnapper. Who do you think will win? Comment down below. And subscribe for part 2.